How's it going, everyone? I want to make a quick video about SMCI as I think this is extremely bullish, and I'll show you guys exactly what I see here going on here. And I made a video last time according to this daily candle here, and if you use this basic analysis, you will be on the right side of the trend. When the EMA 20 starts to be your bottom band across the EMA 5, 10, and the 20, you could see how we have multiple candles above it. We retest this EMA 10, got really close to the 20, like couple, like super close, and then that's where we had this massive move up. But what I want to look for is also the weekly too. I want to make sure both are coincided, where we have the daily making an uptrend. We knew we can get a precise entry there, and the weekly is starting to form something. If you look at the 15-minute chart here, we had this news that caused this massive move. About 14% to the high after hours. They received an extension right here for delayed annual report. So we got that extension file, so we're going to get way above this EMA 20 on the weekly here. So what I want to see is, because if you look at the weekly candle, we are still in a downtrend. You can see where we have this massive, the EMA 20 is the top, but on the daily, it's the bottom. So, the shorter time frames are becoming to be an uptrend, and I was telling people we need to be very careful on this weekly candle here. This could be the signal of making a new low, because as you can see, we hit this 10. That's where I like to make entries, is EMA 10 and 20. We hit the 10, short SMCI is a nice short right here, and it makes a massive move down. But, you can't keep playing it over and over again. So once it hits the 10, it makes a little move, not as much. But since these are weekly candles from this high to this low, that was a 20% move down. Obviously, this was your big move from this EMA 10 all the way down. That was a 65% move, and it recovered all of that. It hits this EMA 20, and it goes down some. Not too much, about a 5% drop from this EMA 20, because you can see that algos are looking at these levels. Well, after hours, with news, it can change trends in a heartbeat, right? So one thing that I've noticed when I'm studying SMCI, we've started this downtrend on the weekly since July. The current date is December, so it's been doing it for about 5 months. And you can see some of these massive uptrends. When the weekly starts hitting this red band, where do you look for that entry, right? Is those EMAs. You can see right here, the EMA 10, the 20, and you have this big move up coming up here. EMA 20 is going to be your best entries. You can see from this low, that is a 28%. But look at this. It starts to hit here, goes up, goes back down, goes up, goes back down. And look how many scalps you can see, like how important this EMA 20 on the weekly is. Making 30% gains for each week there. And then look at this last one right in here, making another nice gain. So, but the thing is, the more times it hits it, the weaker it's getting, because you got to think of EMAs as support and resistance. If you keep hitting that EMA 20, you got to understand that sellers are trying to break through that, and you can kind of see where, okay, this EMA 20 starts to curl above to be a downtrend, and this uptrend lasted for about January all the way up till July. So that took about 6 months. This downtrend lasted about 5 months. Now, I'm not saying this is finally uptrending on the weekly candle. This could still go back down, right? It could go up a little and then close back under. But it is looking very promising as this EMA 5 is starting to curl up. This could easily cross above the 10 and become the top, and then the EMA 20 can start drifting down. So how would I look to play this? Well, we got to give it a couple candles above this EMA 20. We need to make sure this is a solid uptrend. And then once we do, we want to make sure that we take our entries on the EMA 10 and then the 20 when it becomes. So give you a better graphic example is this kind of uptrend. Now, do I think it's going to be an extreme uptrend like this where it hits this red band? You might ask, well, what is that red band? That's just to say it's extremely overextended. You don't see this happen often much, where it goes at this area, and sometimes I look to short it if it goes extreme. Like you can see from here at this top here, it goes all the way down, a 35% move down, and the reason for that is price is going to touch this EMA 5. Price has to revert to the mean. So there's two ways to play it. You can play, if price is extremely overextended, you can look for price to revert to the EMAs, or if we're in an uptrend, you can look for a price to come back down to those EMAs and go long. And my favorite ones are that EMA 20, and then EMA 10 is good too. Because you can realize, see here, you still would have made money on this one. We went from here to here, 16%, then it went all the way back down here, and then you make money. So it's nobody knows exactly how high it's going to go. I always say that 5 to 10% gain is good, trail and stop, because you're going to put bigger money in this, so you don't need, massive, gains. Like, this is not like you're trying to play a penny stock and make massive money. Obviously, SMCI has been amazing, right? This has already made 166% from this low in a 1-month time frame. Literally from this low to the high is just 1 month of over 166% gains. So hope you guys enjoyed this analysis. If you guys want to join the Discord, you can find it in the YouTube comments below, and in the description will be pinned. It'll say join the premium Discord. You can see my best alerts, where I find the best trends on how to follow a strategy that works. This has made me consistently profitable. And if you do want to join, just hit the YouTube link down below in the YouTube comments. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Hit day trade alerts under the subscriptions tab, and you'll get access to all my alerts, day trades, and swing trades for an all-time low cost of 12 bucks. And I promise you, I am going to work my butt off to make sure you guys are consistently profitable. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the premium chat. But I also have the day trading education, swing trading education, all in there. And if you want to read more about this, the services, you can open up server shop, and you can read about my swing trading, which is only $6. But if you want both, swing trades and day trades is 12 bucks. But this is how you keep trading simple. One, how do you follow the trend? And two, if we're not following the trend, like I said, I mentioned SMCI was very bullish down in this area. Even though it's very risky to go against the trend, we know price is going back to these EMAs. We know, do I want to short SMCI when it's at a green band, which is a buy zone? No, I don't. And then we know anything that don't touch the EMA 5 and 7 daily candles is long. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It took 8 daily candles. So you would start to make your initial entry on the 5th and 6th day if it's only touching this green band. And you can see these little entries do make massive money. That's a 30% gain. We come back close to this lower Keltner channel, and then we go all the way back up. So I have videos on how to set up your chart, and I don't have all the time to discuss about my time distance, the KDJ, but basically just remember price will revert to the mean, and that's the one thing that I harp about, and that's the one thing that is going to happen in trading. So I think SMCI is extremely bullish here, guys. If we get a weekly candle above this EMA 20 and we start to see an early trend idea, this is looking really great. Now, obviously, it can pull back because this is the first time we actually touched this EMA 20. So, usually we get a pretty big downsized move. Like, this was the first time we touched this EMA 10. And look at this big down move we had, right? But we have a lot of good news coming in, so we'll see what happens. So thank you so much for watching. I'll be observing this. I'll alert in the Discord when I decide to get in this on the weekly channel uptrend, and so we can have a massive move. But if you guys like this video, give it a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about it in the YouTube comments below. Let me know if you're bullish, you're bearish. And like I said, I would love to have you in the Discord. I post all my entries. You can see my swing trade alerts. We've made massive money last week doing this exact strategy on how we can make bank, doing something very simple, being patient. And I screen all these stocks, and I try to find one a day for a swing trade setup. And then the day trades, I usually get 1 to 2 a day to keep us active. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to join the Discord, links down below. And I hope you guys like this video.